Criativa. Estou aqui no Diversão Offline, em 8ª edição, com o nosso mestre Knizia. Primeiro em português, né, para os nossos seguidores, mas o nosso marido vai traduzir aqui, colocar a legenda para vocês. Vamos fazer algumas perguntas para o Knizia e aí vocês acompanham aí, espero que vocês curtem bastante, tá bom? Quem curte o Knizia aí já pode comentar e falar seu jogo favorito, ok? Knizia, thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you. And I appreciate all the board games. Now I'm here, I am Karen, Reiner Knizia, in Instagram and YouTube too. This is my friend,
Hello,
Bruno Salomé.
Nice to meet you and talk to you again.
Again, Knizia.
Yeah, nice to meet you, and it's great to be in Brazil, and so thank you for inviting me.
It's special to us. You have here in Brazil. It's good for us and to have in Brazil. It's important to us. We have some questions to you, and right here, for not forget. Who are Knizia besides and the game creator? Who are Knizia?
Who am I? Who am I? I'm a normal human being, I hope. I do dedicate my life to the games, but I love nature, I do sport, I love reading science fiction, even so I'm running out of good ideas to read, and I love history. So it's more the academics I'm around. I watch not many movies. And traveling is part of the games. So I do lots of things which are linked to the games, but which makes the life very rich.
Great.
And how did you start creating games? As it's part of your life, such important. How did you started with that?
It started very early because it's a love for the games, and I grew up in a very small town in southern Germany, and there was no game shop. Only the barber sold some games, and so there were not enough games for me and not enough pocket money, and so I decided to create my own little games just for my friends and me to play about themes which I wanted to play. And then during university time I ran a big magazine, a play-by-mail magazine with my own games in there. And I started to become more ambitious and send my designs to the publishers. And so it started with the first publications. Then I decided to become full-time game designer, and here we are.
Great.
You have the success in all the world. Yeah. How much time do you usually spend with which creator? How much time do you usually?
Say again?
How much time do you usually spend with which creator?
For each game.
For each game.
There is no unique answer to this. Of course, there are smaller games which don't take so much time, bigger games which take more time, but it's more a situation is the game developing nicely forward, and that's very rarely the case. Sometimes the game meanders, and out of a card game becomes a tile game, and then comes a board game, and so I keep a track record of some games, of the games, how much time I spent in there. Usually a small game may be done in 100 hours. Bigger games take several hundred hours, and of course they take lots of testing.
You need to testing so much.
Yeah, it's start with something new and then test and refine until you have a perfect product, or until you see you can't do it. So this is the time that goes in there. The duration can be a few months. Usually it takes a year, and sometimes it takes 2 or 3 years if you get stuck, yes?
And how about this process? So you usually start thinking about the team or the mechanics. How does it work?
Yeah, I'm trying not to have such a methodology. Yeah, it's important because
Really?
when I was a beginner, I was fascinated by themes, as I said, and though I made themes. But I've learned that it is most important to start with something new, to something innovative. Because my ambition is to do something new and innovative. And so if you always have your methodology and trample along the same steps, you can't be surprised to come out at the same. So, I mean, Einstein said it so very nicely. The purest form of madness is always doing the same and expecting different outcomes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly in design. So I try to start with a new entry point, a new movie, a new mechanics, a new piece for playing. It can be anything, or a new way to produce something, or electronic components, and then take it from there. In the end, a good design should melt together. You shouldn't see, oh, this is a scene and this is this. It should just be one whole thing. And so it's a process of art. Even though I'm a scientist, I've learned it's a process of art.
Okay. And then finally, do you have plans of launch a new game that you can provide us a spoiler? Knizia,
Something you never talk to anyone, maybe here today.
You see, the situation is that I spend a lot of time in trying to make a perfect product. Perfect in my eyes and to the best I can. And then I expect the publisher also to do a perfect job. That means write the rules in their style, do the graphics, produce the game, market the game, and sell the game. So, marketing, meaning announcing new designs, is the job of the publisher. If I make announcements, then I interfere with their job, and they will later tell me, yeah, but you messed it all up. And it's the same as if they interfere with my design, and I tell them, well, that's what you wanted. But so, forgive me for leaving that to the publishers when they want to announce it, when they do press releases. I mean, we've just seen with paper games, we've just seen the 3 micro games.
Yeah.
I don't think it takes a big guessing that there will be more.
Okay, great.
Because with these micro games, we are trying to reach a lot of different people. And the first 3 games are very different, but there are more different games we can do. And so this should not be a surprise. I know they haven't announced it yet.
Wait, Knizia have more
But
surprise.
this is already exciting. Thank you for sharing.
This is my photography.
Wow.
This is perfect. My husband should do. And this is my favorite your game.
Oh.
After you send me. Thank you, Knizia, again. Obrigada a todos que puderam também contribuir aí, comentando aí o seu jogo favorito. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.